Okay, for this last likeness, just so you guys can get like some ideas on how to do different eyes, different face shapes and stuff. Here we have Marina. Here we have FK. And now we have Charlie. And I just got this because it shows her face pretty much straight on, because usually her pictures are to the side. I'm going to not draw the makeup like this. I'm not going to do that sucker stuff. I'm going to do True Romance because that's like the best. Okay, but eyes. Charlie has pretty defined lids, and she has a bit of a fold here, so it goes straight in and then around, as opposed to Marina and FK's, which is pretty different, or it's like its own line. So for Charlie's eyes, she does have this part of her eye is a little bit more higher than this part of her eye, so it gives a cat eye-ish effect. And if she did a cat eyeliner like so, it would really pull up her eyes. So I'm not going to do that though, because True Romance is just like a smudge of makeup. But eyes, it's, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, right here it is pretty low. Her whole eye is pretty low, and the bottom of her iris just touches her lower lash line. So just gonna go in, and then it gets wide, and then it goes just a bit twisted right there. Now the corner of her eye is, since the fold is there, it drags down just a bit. So we're just gonna drag it down just a bit, and then add it in. And you can see her lash line a lot over here, so I will just draw that in there. Okay, now again, her iris is just touching the bottom. Now for this part, all I'm going to do is this, and then draw it over. And since it's, whoops. Now she wears a lot of mascara in both like eras of her music career, so all I'm going to do is draw on pretty heavy lashes for the top and the bottom. And then obviously I would smudge a bunch of makeup everywhere. Okay, so you can see it in the corners too, so you can, it's pretty defined. Give her a lot of eyelashes. Okay, that's your Charli XCX eye. Now, her eyebrows, in this picture, one is a lot more curved than this one. It's pretty straight. She pretty much has the same eyebrows like forever. She doesn't really change too much, so I'm just gonna do this one here since I can see it. So here we go here, and down a bit. Now her eyebrows are pretty drawn on, like you can tell that those are drawn on, so I'm just gonna use this and draw them on, and then erase what I don't need, like so. Now she is pretty well, in the thing I'm drawing her, she was pretty grunge-ish, so her eyebrows had a lot of growth, unpluckedness going on. So all I do is just cut that off, because her eyebrow does cut off right there, and then just draw on the hairs that I want. And then again, like my FK one, I just erase the parts where I want it to be more like overgrown. Okay, so she does have these two, but I don't ever draw those on. I paint them on later. So just let me flip these, move them over. Yeah, nice look. Okay, so Again, as always, I move them a little bit. And I usually, if I'm doing eyebrows like these, I just change them up just a little bit because I don't want them to be like totally the same. And I get the eyes, and then obviously fix the eyebrows because her eyebrows are not that close together. Alright, then once that selects, I'm just going to make it a selection, and then layer via cut again. And then you have your other eyebrow, and then you can just move it to wherever you want it to go. And I actually want to make her eyebrows just a little, not as wide. Okay, there we go. Now her eyebrows are a little bit closer here than, say, Marina or FK, but it doesn't really matter. And her eyebrows are just a little bit lower, but they're not like super like pissed off, because if you go way down it looks like she's like real pissed off. See? Okay, so then we just merge that. Okay, as for the nose, she has like a more of like a heart shaped nose, meaning if you go like this, well, it's a pretty wonky heart shape, but you can tell that it goes like so, like a teardrop kind of. Okay, and the bottom of her nose comes out lower than her nostrils, and her nostrils have this, it goes on, you can't really see the whole thing, but then it's her nose, so you can draw that or not, doesn't really matter. I just need to move her eyes out a little bit more. There. Okay, so nose. It would make sense if you could see it. And again, I just draw it right on here and move her eyes out more because that's obviously not enough room. Okay. And pretty much you just copy it, what you see is like the best you can get it. So we just go here. She has this too, but it's, you can't really see it. You can draw a little bit if you want, like that, or don't draw any at all. It's up to you. Again, nose, nose. I'll just draw just a little bit, and like this. Okay, and then let me just move it back over here and make it fit. And you'll be able to move it to wherever you want it to go. But just for like likeness, eyes, beauty mark, nose. I'm only going to get the big ones because I don't want to get too cray with it. And she has a couple here, one here. Okay. Then just move her nose back because I'm not doing that right now. Okay, for lips, she does have a thinner upper lip, and it's more defined here and here. But she doesn't have a very defined mouth lip corner. And also, her lips have, it's very curved here. As you can see, it goes like that. She has lipstick on right now, so it's a little lower here. But her actual lip line, let me draw it on, is there. So she has like a wider curve here. So let me just move this over so I can see. And it's pretty much right in the pupil area, so I'm just going to do this. Draw it on. Draw that on. Flip it. Just erase some of that so it's not too gray. And then just center that. Her top lip, again, is pretty defined, and it goes all the way to the corners of the lips. That might be lipstick, or that actually might be how her lips are. So I'm just going to get the middle here. And she has, it's a point right here. FK's and Marina's were rounded out as opposed to Charlie's, which is an actual point. So, just going to point it and draw it on. Like so. Fix this. And her mouth is open here, so I'm just going to leave it a bit open for the bottom lip. So the bottom lip, again, let me just draw this open mouth area. Draw just a little bit of teeth in there. Okay. And her bottom lip almost goes to the edge. There's just a little bit where it doesn't reach. And again, she has this going on, which I'm gonna flip it. Put it on and flip it. Whoops. Let me cut this off, because it's not that cray. I don't know what I was doing. Let me just make it a little bit wider, make it a little bit smaller altogether. And let me fix that. Whoop. And then she does have, everyone has the thing right there. Okay, but we'll do Charli XCX. And then she has the defined again. So just merge all this. Then you just put your face together. Whoop, hide this. Okay. You can move this wherever you want. That's fine. That's way too tall of a thing here, and then you'll just fix whatever you need to fix. And then again, something that's known for Charli XCX, I don't know what it is now, but to do, no, I always do this last, because I don't know, that kind of like pulls everything together in for me. So, her nose is pretty, it doesn't like blend in as much, just it's this bam that's there. So I'm just going to give it to her. And then this a little bit, and then this side. That's like I usually go like that so I know where the highlight is, but that could be just like a sketchy thing, you know, like, okay, so once you have that, just turn it all the same color. And again, like FK's, put the baby hair, and you know who it is. All I need to do here, just draw some like real cray hair off to one side, you know. So like ear, hair, one side. It's curly though, so. And then you could just basically just put XCX. That's her. Okay, so those are your likeness tutorials. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. Just put it to be, if you just do some stuff that resembles the person you're going through, then everyone's going to know who it is. And there you go. Whoop, forgot Marina's nose. I hope you guys learned something. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you in the next video.